Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my class. I'm Mayuri AK, student teacher of BNVCTE Tiruvalla. So today we are going to discuss about an interesting phenomenon that you all are familiar with. Now, can you identify this phenomenon? Yes, it's a rainbow, a beautiful band of colors formed on the sky. So have you ever wondered how this beautiful band of colors appear on the sky? So, in today's session, we will be discussing more about this. So, for that, let's do an activity. For this, you need a prism, a white sheet, and a cardboard. So, the cardboard will be having a small slit or a hole in its center. Near to it, we have to place the prism, and on the back of the prism, we have to place the white sheet. So when sunlight falls on the cardboard, it passes through the prism and a band of light can be seen, a band of colors can be seen on the white screen. This is how a rainbow is also formed. So the phenomenon of splitting of white light into its component colors while passing through a prism is known as dispersion of light. White light or sunlight is a combination of different colors, so it can be called as a composite light. So this is how a white light after passing through a prism forms a band of different colors. So we can see a band of 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So the sequence of colors can be remembered by the acronym WIBGR. This band of different colors is known as a spectrum. Now look at this image. Is the deviation same for all colors? No. So which color bends the most? Yes, it's the violet. And the color which bends the least is the red. So we can see how this deviation occurs. Now let's see this chart. It's the chart of wavelength of different colors. So here, which color has the shortest wavelength? Yes, it's the violet light. And which color has the longest wavelength? The red light. So now you may be clear that there is a relationship between the wavelength of different colors and their deviation. So the deviation of colors is dependent on wavelength. Wavelength is inversely proportional to deviation of light. The one with longer wavelength deviates the least, which is the red light, and the one with shorter wavelength deviates the most, which is the violet light. So the factors influencing dispersion of light includes wavelength and refractive index of the medium. The bending of light rays also depends on the refractive index of the prism. Rainbow is a natural optical phenomenon caused due to the dispersion of light. So now let's see how a rainbow is formed in the sky. So rainbow usually occurs after a rainfall. When sunlight passes through the water droplets in the atmosphere, each water droplet acts like a tiny prism. As soon as the sunlight enters the prism, it gets refracted and splits up into 7 constituent colors within the drop. When it strikes the other end of the drop, it gets reflected internally towards the first edge of the drop. It is then finally refracted out of the raindrop into a beautiful band of colors that we see in the sky. So, when a ray of light passing through a water droplet undergoes refraction twice and internal reflection once, a rainbow is formed. So, a rainbow is a combined effect of refraction, dispersion, and total internal reflection. So, now let's do an activity to create an artificial rainbow. So, place a plain mirror in a vessel filled with water. Place them in such a way that the rays of sunlight falls on it. When sunlight falls on the mirror, we can see a beautiful band of colors formed on the opposite side of the wall. A rainbow is usually formed in the direction opposite to that of the sun. So when the sun is in the east, the rainbow is seen in the west. We can also observe the phenomenon of dispersion of light in our day to day life, like dispersion of light in CD, dispersion due to oil on road, dispersion in soap bubbles, and dispersion in a diamond. This all. And it was Sir Isaac Newton who discovered the dispersion of light. And in honor of Sir Isaac Newton, the color disk is named as Newton Colors Disk, which illustrates how different colors blend together to create white light. Thus, the spectrum of light can be recombined to form the white light. When white light is passed through a prism, dispersion of light occurs, and when another prism is kept inverted, the dispersed light which was formed will get back to white light. And this is known as recombination of spectrum of light. So, like this, the band of different colors can be converted back to white light also. So in today's class, we have discussed about the phenomenon behind rainbow, that is dispersion of light, the factors responsible for dispersion of light in our daily life, and about a recombination of light. Hope you all understood today's class. Thank you.